Any topic we can discuss? Otherwise we can hear from Srila Dev Goswami Maharaj. No.
How can we see Krishna everywhere? Or see, not see, but remember, whenever we do work or this or that.
When we lose taste for this material world, for enjoyment of this world, we cannot tolerate. It is such pain when you experience just the drop of this nectar of transcendental plane. That you try everything to remember him, because everything becomes calm, becomes peaceful, and it's a beginning level. Just we have to take shelter, otherwise we go mad in this world. It's also, if we only live in our consciousness, means our mundane understanding, then our world is very small. So we can manage our families or whatever goes around. They will tell you what is right and what is wrong. This is just a tiny, insignificant. Also in this small universe, what we are living, it can produce so much pain and so much distress. So much happiness, I would like to say, but it is not so much happiness. It is just that we feel, some kind of happiness, but this kind of happiness is, one can compare it, There was in the Middle Age, if a baker who was making bread, when the weight was not proper, what he was selling, the weight of the bread, then he was punished by I don't know, whoever was in charge there. And what they did, it was called Bäckerschupfen, Yeah. They put it in a basket and they put it under water. And they keep him down, and then after they took him out again, Yes, and then when he thought, what a bliss, what a happiness. I get air again, I can breathe. Then they again put him in. So for those in the material world, we experience the happiness like this. They put us into distress and suffering and chaos. And then they take you out and you say, whatever may be, so this is happiness. This is, and then just again they put you in. So your level of happiness, so-called happiness, is becomes also suffering, because but we think this is happiness. So we should When we realize this, when we get a higher taste, what is beyond this, when our consciousness expands, then you will feel that all over the universe, it is distress, dissatisfaction. It is a struggle for all individuals. So we think in our bubble that we are, all others suffer maybe, but I not. Or I see someone else who seemingly, just I know, the day I think I was hearing this, what we spoke, this rich man Musk. He has unlimited, he can get everything what he wants with his money in this world. But he has to take strong drugs because he has so much depression. He's such in a depression mood. What kind of happiness is this? So we want all to become rich like him, but madness does not matter, you know. They are not enjoying, they are all become like animals, you know. They are greedy for name, fame, and profit, but happiness you cannot buy. If you can buy every perverted ideas you have in the mind, if by money you can get everything. But those people become like animals. They have no taste anymore. But outsiders, they think, oh, he's enjoying so much. He can get whatever he wants. You have to be careful. This is not the world where you really can become happy. So if you not understand what real happiness or what real bliss is, that our connection with the Supreme, who is Satchitananda Vigraha, he is eternal, full of knowledge, and full, always in ecstasy. There's no, whatever it is always blissful. And he has a form, Vigraha. So, when you get just the taste, a little, you can peep into this world beyond our conception, what we have. Then you will become greedy, step by step. You will become more and more intense. There's no end. It will increase, and we want to remember him, and we don't want to forget him at any moment. And as soon as we forget, we are struggling. Maybe in the small universe we are living, there is only this, our surroundings, our environment, what is making us problem. But just imagine your consciousness expands, you know. The universal can expand. How much suffering is going on, how much distress. And what is this happiness, what they experience, all the same. So your struggle, you become disturbed, or you become you feel much separation to your relation, or your you want to attain this state, what you're looking in this material world. But in this material world, everything is temporary. But we want to experience it constantly increasing. bliss and closeness to the Lord. And this we have described in a few sentences. That the Lord is not boring there. He's a person and he's performing wonderful pastimes. And the most intimate devotees of him, eternal devotees, they never leave him, not even for a fraction. Gopis, they were cursing Brahma. Why have you make eyes they are blinking? We cannot see this blinking. We cannot see our Lord. It is symbolic. We can also understand like this. A blinking of the eye is very short, fraction of a second. But they feel separation. They feel pain not to be connected with him. This is an extreme way for some. Religions in this world cannot imagine this because they are mundane. They have not very hardly realized transcendental plane. So when we are going deeper, and how to get deeper? By chanting His holy name, by being conscious that He is always present. He is omniscient. He is always there. And it's just that we are not there, because we are looking outside in this charming, so-called charming world and try to find enjoyment there. But this is cheating. It is not real enjoyment. It is temporary. So we have to, all these points we have to realize, not theoretically. Practically we have to enter. And what is necessary is surrender. Yes. I am you, my Lord. I am giving my life in your hands. So, but this we are not, it is not easy to come to such a level. So, but by the process of bhakti, we are fortunate to meet bona fide sadhu, then everything is possible. It depends just on us, if I want or not. One day you will come to the border, so now you can decide. You will come to me, or you want to be a member of the material world, temporary world. And this is a state of madness can come. How can I give up? But then I have to give up anyway. So, and if you surrender from your side, accordingly, He will reveal Himself to you. As much as you surrender to me, I will reveal myself to you, He says in the Bhagavad Gita. So it is, we are free to decide. This is our free will. If we want Him, really want Him, He will test us so many ways. Then we will get Him. If we are not serious, then we will get cheated. If we want to cheat Him, He will cheat us. It is very simple. basically, spiritual life is so simple because it's natural, it is in us, it is already there, but we have forgotten. Our world becomes so difficult, so many mental problems nowadays, especially. So all this, when we realize this, we are just experiencing our personal environment. But once devoted, they became universal. They feel this suffering or this distress of what we experience in this world. It is you cannot. It is very painful. It is very creates very distress, much distress and craziness. So the only thing is that then when these things become too intense, then we turn our head to God, Krishna. Say, please, you help me. I will become, please let me become your servant. Let me become insignificant servant to your lotus feet. Dasa, 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 no dasa. Let me become a servant of your servant, of your servant, of the servant, of your servant. This we have to, all these things will come. It takes many lifetimes for some, and for some fortunate who have gone through many lifetimes, for them it's easier. It depends where we are. It is, we have chosen, we can change it. It is up to us.
But it means we should not try to serve Krishna directly, we should serve his devotee.
Yes, because we have no connection to Krishna. It is, he is hidden to us. We cannot experience it with our mundane conception, what we have in the material in this world. We can also not experience transcendental plane. It is not so cheap. We are living a long time here in this material world, so many thousands and thousands and millions perhaps lifetimes to get all the experiences, all the thing we want to try if we find a way to enjoy. But in the end you must come to the conclusion that it's not the place for enjoyment here. Like you go to for holiday, I don't know, in a year, 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And we are saying this is fulfillment. Mostly, this is the most horrible time. It's a good way to forget Krishna, and when you come, you have to pay the price. This is nature. This is the teachings of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. We have to accept or not. It is up to us. So, something more to say. Ist das was?
Kunti hat gebetet, dass sie immer Leid erfährt, dass sie Krishna nicht vergisst, das zu opfern, dass man das Leid ständig leidet.
Yes. Because you think this, but your life, this is pleasurable. You become a dog and you think, oh, nice, I can have sex everywhere in every corner. Nobody is this. You think this is the goal of life. We have to understand, if this is happiness, then you become dog. Why not if you want it? In Italy, they made, many years ago, they told me this story. They asked men and women if they would become what kind of animal they would choose when they...
The choice to be.
Yeah. So I remember the ladies, most of the ladies, they want to become snake. I don't remember not a man, but also some strange. They did not even ask what animal, what life they would choose in the future, when they get, in the case they get rebirth or born again.
Sometimes people will say, I want to be a cat, I can sleep the whole day.
Yes. If you become a dog in this life, it's the best thing you can have. They feed you, they go out with you walking, and they have a car. Yeah, they must drive it, and then they sit in a small place. You sit in the back, looking like a king.
When you pass through, you have to pick it up.
Yes. You become the servant of God, of a dog, instead of God. This is the nature here. They love a dog. Your next life, many days, this dog is my everything, my best friend. So they will become dog. Why not?
So she said when you have to meet somebody with a dog, you have to pet the dog first, and you're immediately the person is friendly to you.
Yes.
If you pet his dog.
Yes. So take it and you will be successful in fulfilling the goal of your life. We should guide our lives according to principles of Krishna Consciousness as taught by the Spiritual Master. In this way we have to approach everyone with God consciousness, Krishna consciousness. We must show how God consciousness ultimately merges in Krishna consciousness. We have to prove textually, step by step, that Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure. Akilara Samrita Murti. What is Krishna consciousness? Rupa Goswami has given a scientific definition. Rasa, pleasure, cannot be avoided. We are all after rasa. Yeah, means we all want to enjoy, it's natural. Cannot be avoided. We are all after rasa. Everyone, every unit, even the smallest unit of the world, is always hankering after Rasa. Happiness, ecstasy, and all possible phases of Rasa are personified in Krishna. Try to understand how it is. What is Rasa? What is its nature? How can a comparison in Rasa be drawn? In this way, step by step, you will have to come to the Krishna conception of Godhead. It is not a tale from an ancient Indian scripture. Krishna is not the object of a tale, but a fact. You have to come out and face that living fact, that reality. We shall try our best to show you how it can be a fact. So Krishna is a fact, he is reality, and reality is for itself. It means Krishna is God. God is another name of Supreme. But Krishna is a more personal, more intimate, and more is connected with very pastimes, beautiful pastimes. You have to pay for the goal. You must die to live. This is what he many times uses, die to live. What has to die? This conception, what we have in this material world. This has to die. If you want to have the eternal life, this limited or temporary conception, what we are living now, this has to die. Die to live, and in this way you will feel that it is not a hoax. When you progress on the path, you will feel it. Bhakti pare sanubhavo viragya anyatraja. With every step forward, you will feel these three things: satisfaction, nourishment, and the eradication of your hunger. Your hankering in general will be diminished. Generally we feel, I want this, I want that, I want everything. Still I have not satisfied my hunger. But you will feel that your hunger is being appeased as you progress in Krishna consciousness. And what you previously thought would give you relief will take leave from you automatically. So their trade won't continue, they will all withdraw. Your natural increase, your natural inclination for spiritual advancement will automatically increase. And you will find acceleration in your process. You will practically feel these three things. So come and take what we say. In this way you have to approach one and all, leaving the result to the Lord. You have to approach one and all, leaving the result to the Lord. This means surrender. When we give up to plan our life according to what I want to do, He will arrange whatever may come. Let it up to Him. So my desires, what is still there, they will be fulfilled according to my understanding of what because Krishna is sitting in you, He knows everything. He will give you accordingly. But we should not complain when the result is coming. Or we should also not enjoy the understanding that he wants to show us something. We have to learn from the situations. This is the way how to become purified. Is anything more? The time is almost over. You, huh?
It means we have to be satisfied with that, what we get, what the Lord reciprocates.
Yes, you cannot change.
No.
When you get to cease, what you want to fight God? Hey, I shoot you if you don't. What we can do. And this, we cannot avoid things. We have to tolerate. And one who has real faith in the Lord, he will reveal himself to us. And he's giving all the scriptures are full of these stories that he says, my devotee will never be forgotten. He will always be protected. But those who are against, they are creating their own, and they have to also will also get the result accordingly. This is this can be practically experienced. One day, when you look in the past, when we stay devotees, then you will understand everything what happened to me was actually, it was already planned. Krishna put me in these situations, and he cared so many ways. And whatever I did not understand, he taught me. He told me, you don't understand, this is painful, I will show you how painful. Chaitanya Nitai, Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Chaitanya.
When we more advance in spiritual life, we see everything as the mercy of the Lord, actually. Whatever happens to us, we see as the mercy of the Lord.
Yes, a devotee has this faith, this Shraddha. It goes much more deep, much more high. The devotee even can talk to Krishna, and he can talk to those who are always with Krishna. It's a big family we have. All this this is secret for us, but we should, when we become sincere, you will see that we are a very beautiful family, very merciful, gentle family. There's no enviousness, no greed, no lust, no all these things. The only sweet, they only want to help each other and help in every sense. We have to learn all these things. Step by step we have to go. It's like babies when they start walking. So our Balaram now, he starts walking, but then he's sitting again on the floor. Yeah, but he's getting up again and tries it again. And in this way, we have to go on. We try, and then Maya comes again. And we are falling down. But you have to get up again and try again. Yes.
Something about the importance of daily practice, like every day, like what's the importance of that every day has the same sadhana? Yeah, same sadhana.
If this is important.
Yeah, in which way is this important?
Because your mind says always, how can I avoid? How can I sleep a little longer? Or I saw it for so many years. The best training is when you become a priest, puchari. You have to get up in the morning at latest 4 or something. You have to wake up the day. Every day the same. And your mind is always protesting. So, but you go on. You go on, you chant daily rounds. You do your sadhana, you chant the mantras. You offer your food before the Lord. And you can, according to your capacity. This is going against our mind, what we think, what is right. But in this way we spoke in the past. The mind has to first become our friend. Now he doesn't want to do service. He is protesting. Huh? With some experience. But Prasad Seva is, we are attracted. So we always want to pick out the good things, what I like, what I don't like, I avoid. It means that we are under the control of our mind, the external energy. So we have to beat him. We have to go. That is sadhana. Sadhana is very important. This is the beginning. We have to practice this. I was a fanatic when I was Bujari. Everything was on the seconds. I had a watch on the altar, and exactly at 4:30 or something, the second, when it comes to 12, then I opened. And
4:15 was open at that time, 4:15.
4:15. Yes.
Open the curtain.
And I did this service for 5 years or something, every day. Even I was becoming sick, I could not, some very mystical diseases I got, or handicaps. And, but I did not give up. Whatever, I could not sit because the knee was completely swollen, and I could only sit with an arms. This has to be straight. And I have to do the pujas, with all the mantras and bathe and massage the Lord and so forth, all these things. So I was a little fanatic maybe, but I want to get out from these things. I was really determined. I don't want to stay in this world. This is not a place where I will get what I'm looking for. So Krishna tested me in many ways. He let me everything see. He put, like a dog, when you want to teach him, he should not pass stool in the living rooms. Then they take him with the nose and put his nose in the stool, So like this, we learn like this in this world. We have to go through these things. Sadhana is important. And the service is complete against the mundane conception of life, because we never want to become a servant. If you're somebody tells you outside, you're a servant of this and them and whatever, what I have a good position there, I am the boss of so-and-so. I'm responsible for this and this, but in the spiritual life, our goal is to become servants. And helpers are Trinarapi Sunijana, Darorapi Sahishna, Manina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadhari. We have to become humble, tolerant, give respect to all living beings, and don't expect any in return or anything for you. This is very simple principle. Srila Siddhadev Goswami Maharaj ki jai, jai Srila Gurudeva ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi.